to work. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay. A little bit more light on this side. Not too much. Ooh, that looks good to me. Okay. Back loops. Okay. We'll close that out. There we are. Now I can see everybody. All right, back to crocheting. I think I need to turn on my overhead light. That is one thing I forgot to do when I started the stream. I thought I had it all ready, but I didn't. Could you turn on the overhead light for me, please? Wife to the rescue. That's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. All right, so we are doing single crochet and back loops only on this flower pot. I'm just chugging right along on this flower pot. So this is the pattern that's pinned in my chat. I am using good old Red Heart Super Savory yarn in the color of Buff. And I'm using a 3.0 millimeter hook. And it's one of the kind of the hooks that's the Clover knockoffs that have the silicone handles. I do like those the best. Right, and we are done with row 14. Let's do one more stitch. And we finish that off. Okay. Row 15 out of 24. We're heading there. All right, mark the start of the row. Clip it on. Good to go. Okay. I hope you guys can hear the birds outside because it is quite nice at this time of day. Very chilling, very cozy and relaxing. My looks like my spam bot's getting a workout today. Picking up all those spam messages to try to get through. I'm glad I picked that up. That was definitely one of my better discoveries in my, learn all about being a Twitch streamer research. Was to get that Seribot. I've joined a collective. Sounds a bit cultish, doesn't it? I've joined the Crafty Collective, which is a group of streamers who stream their crafts. So crocheters, knitters, sculptors, carpenters, like basically the guys that come on Twitch and stream their artwork. There's a big old badge in my about and a link there as well. If that's something that you think you'd be interested in, if you're a crafty streamer and you want to find some like-minded folks. It's been really good because I've been able to join their Discord and get some good suggestions about hardware that I'm thinking about, talking about just the different command type things, different bots. It's all stuff I'm learning. So yeah, that's that. Let's this is shaping up pretty well, I think, so far. I do realize I am stitching it inside out. I've always learned that the noodle needs to go in the bowl. Well, my noodle is very much not in the bowl right now. It is outside the bowl. It is not near the bowl whatsoever. So, yes, I'm doing this inside out, but it's not going to be an issue because I can turn it right side in when I'm done. Okay, I think I need a drinky drink. So after today, I have 24 days left of work before summer vacation starts. And I have 24 more days until my summer school starts. So it kind of overlaps because I don't teach ESY, which is Extended School Year Services. I don't teach ESY in the same district I teach during the school year. So because of the blizzard that we had and the extended days off, my school actually gets out 2 days after summer school starts. So that's something I have to figure out those first couple of days. Definitely not going to both because I can't. And I also don't want to use up my personal days to go to ESY because it's the last 2 days of the school year. And I want to, see my fourth graders before they go off to middle school. It's like, all right, we are 2 stitches away from finishing this round. One more here. And we go. All right. Ugh. Row 15 is done. So this is what I'm writing on the side. Basically, what I tend to do is write the numbers for the rows and next to it kind of like any notes I might need. And then as I finish the row, I scratch it off. So I know that, all right, I'm on row 16 and that's going to be in the back loops. And then row 17 is going to be on top. So this is just reminding me which part of the pattern I'm on in addition to what row I'm on. And I almost lost it. Okay, so I'm going to stitch marker where the new row starts. And this is a back loop only row. Let me get you guys back on the document camera. There we go. Let's do this. Back loops only. Now, inevitably, at some point in this row, I'm going to switch to doing regular old single crochet. And then I'll have to frog it and go back, but we'll see. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm paying enough attention that I don't. That's not going to happen. Okay. Right, I'm going to pause here and just do a little bit of social media fun times. Let folks know I am online. Dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Oh, I think I'll go over to my Twitter account first. And over there, I am SJ Crochet 8, I believe. I forgot that little @ symbol. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm not going on it right now. It's giving me problems logging in. So I'm not. I'll definitely post it in the Discords that I usually hang out with. Okay. Hmm. I can hear you, puppy. Oh, goodness gracious. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Twitter is not behaving today. Guess I gotta go on my phone and do it. No, I'm not gonna bother. Whatever. Okay, I am gonna bother. I know. I'm very indecisive today. Okie dokes. Let's go over streaming time. Today is my crochet monstera project. Come by and stitch. STITN chill. Twitch.tv/SJ Crochet. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Probably should do all this kind of stuff before I come online. Maybe. Okay. Yay, back to work. I think we're good now. Get you back under my document camera. Okay. We are on a back loop only. One. Well, I've got super tight stitches today. I don't know why. I just do. That's what she said. Okay. Oh, look, I am still in the document camera. Well done. Let's move right along on this plant pot today. There's 24 rows in total. We're on 16. So maybe within the next hour and a half or so, I'll be able to finish it off and actually get started on the plant part of the Monstera plant. Is it Monstera or Monstera? I think it's Monstera. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. Let's do one more post. Dream time tonight. Working on a monster STERA plant pattern I recently purchased. Feel free to pop by and say hi. Doop, doop. Ooh. Doop. Gonna let me. Here we go. Okay. So I posted to Twitter, to Discord, and my personal Facebook. And I think that's enough advertising for tonight. Let's get back to stitching. Oh, dinner bell. Oh, just scooching in a bit because my back is really bugging me today. I think I'm going to move my document camera up a little bit. Get it a good line up. Scooch that over there. Oh, that's perfect. Just like that. Okay. So I've got my Twitch stream going on, and I'm dual streaming to YouTube Live. YouTube Live is pretty quiet this evening. Twitch is a bit more active, but looks like we're just chilling tonight, which is fine with me. My plan is to put this Monstera plant behind me so it can be a bit more, homey. Right behind me right now are just a whole bunch of my pin trading pins from our trips to Disney. Okay, 2 more stitches and we are done with this row. Row 16 is done. Row 17 is just going to be your standard single crochets all the way around. I just want to mark my spot to know that I come all the way to this one. Oh, just putting up my legs so I can be a bit more comfortable. Right, so this row is just standard old single crochet all the way around. Hopefully a no-brainer. I won't need to frog anything. Oh my gosh. So you can tell it's nice out because the motorcycles are coming out more. And like I said, I'm on the corner of a main street in my town, so I hear it all, especially when they stop at the stoplight because they tend to like to rev their engines. But anyway. So this is the Monstera pot that I'm working on right now. I think this is my third stream working on this one. Because I've been working on the plant pot for my streams. And then my lunchtime quick crochet videos that I do every once in a while, that is a granny square chicken. Yeah, so you've probably seen those before. That it's like you make two granny squares, and then you like fold them up in a certain way, and they look like a chicken body. So you just add a beak and safety eyes and a little crest thing on top, and they look like cute little chickens. I think they're adorable. So that's what I've been doing on my no talk lunchtime streams, and those seem to be quite popular. So I'm definitely doing more of those when I have the opportunity. It's not every day that I get a quiet lunch. So we're moving right along with this plant pot though. And then I also did a quick stream. I don't remember if it's a stream or a video of me working on my hand knitting on that loom. I know I popped some videos of that on YouTube and TikTok. And that's fun to work on. The problem is that it's just so wide that it's hard to find a place that I can work on it comfortably and sit down. Like I could go on my bed and I've got plenty of room to go back and forth and do the thing, but I've got nothing to my back. And if I do it at my kitchen island, I really can't sit down. I mean, I probably, if I cleared off more space, maybe I'd be able to slide it back and forth, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, I am warm. I think it's going to be time to break out my little fan soon. I have a little battery powered, like handheld fan that I bought for a vacation years ago. And now I started using it at school because, especially last year, the building I worked in was extremely hot and there was no air conditioning. But one of my lovely special education students had a tantrum last year and threw it across the room. So that got broken. So then I bought another one. And this year, my students are less dysregulated in that sort of way. So it has survived so far. Okay, two more stitches. And then we're on to the next row. Oh, I'm also all caught up on Testaments. So if anybody wants to chat Testaments, I'm all for it. Is it out tonight? I think it comes out on Tuesday nights, doesn't it? I don't know. But I wanna see who Daisy is. Daisy's gotta have some kind of connection. Even if she's not Nicole, I still gotta find out who. Like, she's gotta be somebody. And I swear that Garth kid looks a lot like Nick. I'm not saying anything, but he looks a lot like Nick. At least the actor does. When does Testaments come out? The Testaments Day. Wednesdays. Wednesdays. So it's on tomorrow. And it doesn't look like there's too many left. Ugh. I hope they do another season of it because I'm really enjoying it. All right. Back loop only for this one. No. I just did a row of single. So that was 17 done. And now I've got another row of back loop onlys. Okay. I'm going to fold this a little bit to make it easier to crochet. So I folded it up just a little bit. So it's more like I'm crocheting in a straight line as opposed to having to turn ever so slightly for each one of these stitches. Keep having to remind myself, you have a document camera, you need to stay in the shot. Hey. Okay. So what are you guys up to this weekend? I mean, not this weekend. This weekend? Oh God, it's Tuesday and I'm already talking about the weekend. What are you doing this evening? Besides just chilling out with me. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Well, I keep getting my yarn hooked up under the arm of my chair and it's being a pain in the butt. Right, let's go back to stitching. Anybody else sing to their crochet? Or at least come up with ridiculous little sing-songy things like I do? No? Okay. Excuse me. So weird how YouTube Live runs a good chunk of time behind the Twitch does. Anyhow. Okay, back to it. Yeah, so I've been exploring the different social media kind of outlets to hopefully drive traffic to this one because what I did read is that Twitch itself is really bad for self-generating um, traffic, and that the best thing to do is pull traffic from outside, like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So I've been playing around with those two specifically about like different kinds of content and what seems to be getting traction and what isn't. And I've definitely seen a difference with me doing no talk, short ASMR style crochet. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to turn my lunchtime quick crochets into. The first one I did a voiceover for it, and that did relatively well. The second one I did was completely without talking, and that did much better. Now, by much better, I'm not talking about these like phenomenal numbers. It's just good compared to the numbers I'm already getting. I've only got 22 subscribers on YouTube. This isn't. I'm not, pulling in or anything like that. It's going to take me a long time to get any kind of traction. I'm thinking, but I'm doing this because I enjoy it, not because I'm trying to make some cash. Okay. One more stitch, and then we are done with this row. Okay. Row E done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rows. And then what happens? Let's bring up the pattern. And then that's it. Okay. And then I need to make the hanging ropes. And then I make the soil. And then I work on the monstera. So I'll probably make the hanging ropes next. And then the monstera and then the soil. Yeah? Because the monstera looks a bit more complex. How many different... I'm just looking at the monstera and pattern, trying to figure out how many of the actual vines they suggest that you make. Okay. 6 strips of leaves. 3 with 5 leaves and 3 with 6 leaves. Okay. I mean, hers look a little sparse too. I might throw in a couple more, but we'll find out. All right, let's get back to the plot. Okay. And I am on regular roll crochet. Yes. And why am I doing back loops only for this? Is this a back loop only section? Oh, I've goofed up. What is going on? I know what I did. Okay. I was at the end of the row. I hadn't even started on 19 yet. So now I need to go back and do, looks like I frogged 4. So let's add 4 more on. Epa. Okay, now this is regular crochet. And then I'm going to put in my stitch marker so I know where the row ends. Hey. It's wham. It's warm, it's warm. How about I get back in the shot, eh? Hey, Twitch streamer person, make sure you're crocheting under your document camera so the lovely people at home can see what you're doing. uh, Someday I'll get the hang of this. Ooh, okay. Was getting a bit splitty there for a second. Okay. Just want to check on something. See if that works. Thanks. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. Are we in the camera shot? Yeah. So I've got this just out of shot. I've got a Star Wars crochet kit. And you guys probably have guessed by now that I'm a bit of a Star Wars friend fiend. Um, I swear that most of the outfits that I've worn on stream include something of Star Wars. I'll bring it over. So I've got this. I got it for Christmas from a coworker. And I did open it and I tried to start on Yoda. Um, so that was before I got meds for my trimmer. And it was just like Mission Impossible because it's like a 2 millimeter needle. So maybe I'll go back to it. I don't know. Maybe when the Monstera stuff is done, I will get to it. But at the moment, Boba Fett and Luke Skywalker and C3PO will have to wait. I don't know. Maybe I should put a poll up or something to when I'm done with Monstera, what should I do? I think the pattern itself, let's have a look. Ugh. So this is it. Includes everything you need to make Yoda and R2D2. And I tried to start on Yoda, but it was really difficult because it was so tiny. But it might be worth another try. We'll have to give it a try. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do next. So when I'm done with my Monstera, we'll try Yoda. It's the problem with a really, really tiny amigurumi is that my trimmer makes it really difficult to work with. And some days it's manageable without meds. Oh, you alright there, Karina? She sees something. Maybe the neighbors come out of her house. I don't think it's another animal because when there's a cat in the yard, she has a very distinctive bark, and that was not it. So that was Karina. She is my um, rescue pit bull mix something. I think she's about 9 or 10. They weren't sure for sure, but she's a meatball. She's living her best life right now, sunning out on the deck and getting homemade dog food and belly scratches and all that other stuff. And then my other dog that was on stream earlier, that's Cadbury, and she's a rescue that's a boxer lab mix. So apparently they're called boxadors. She's a bit more neurotic. She's scared of lots of things, of everything. But she's the baby. She's not a baby. She's like 8, maybe 7. But she's definitely a lot more playful and puppy-like than Karina is. All right, that's row 19 done. Let's catch up because for some reason it's not. There we go. That's better. Right, where did my stitch marker go? It's better. Hey, crochet streamer person, you probably should put your work under the document camera so that people can see. All right, back loop. Let's go. And I'm doing it again. Oy. So the pattern for my Monstera is pinned in our chat, in case you are wondering what I'm working on. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in the color buff and a 3mm crochet hook. And the pattern's from Etsy. So I'm working on row number 20 of 24. So we are almost done with this plant pot. Getting close. My hope is that we can finish, I'll be able to finish the plant pot on stream tonight. Maybe get started on the hanging part, like the hanging ropes part. And then maybe the leaves, the vines and the leaves. You're supposed to make the dirt first, but I don't have any brown yarn with me like right now. I have some in the house probably. If not, I'll have some in my classroom. So I'll hold off on making the dirt part of the plant until later. Because I don't think you assemble everything until towards the end. Oh. Ooh, and now the bird's starting. Or all sorts of sounds tonight. She's a bit early though. She won't want to come out of her cage for another hour, maybe? Oh, that could be wrong. She probably hears the birds outside because it is quite warm out today, and I've got all the windows open, all the doors open with the screens. The deck is open, the fans are on, but Birch is my son's conure. It's like a parrot type bird. She gets excited when she hears other birds, so, especially blue jays. Excuse me. All right, we're wrapping up this 20th row of back loop only stitches. All right, 4 more stitches to go for this row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'll do one more. Okay. Row 20 is done. All right, row 21 is regular silk crochet. Okay. This one should go quickly. I probably should time myself to see how long it takes me to do a row, but I'm not. I'm one of those kind of crocheters that will stop and start. You know, the attention span of a child. Which, you know, works good for me. Special educator. Sometimes I don't need the attention span of a fully functioning adult. Hey, put the crochet back on under the document camera. You hear the motorcycle? That's what I was talking about. That one's at the stoplight. It's nice weather out. Hopefully they're enjoying themselves. It just gets a bit annoying every once in a while. The high pitched ones annoy me more than those kind of low rumbly motorcycle engines. Am I really out of shot again? Hey. Here we go. Moving right along through this. Yeah, so I think this is my third stream working on this pot. I think it looks nice. It's getting there. I might need to turn it inside out. Or not, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look at the picture to see if it's... I did play back only for that one. Let's try again. Frog a little. Okay. Doop, 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 doop. All right, Birch, I can hear you. You're all right. Okay. All right, almost done with this row. Sorry. Just trying to figure out which hole to go into. Okay. Get back in the shot, Sarah. All right, two more, and we are done with row 21. Row 21 is done. 3 more to go for this plant pot. I kind of want to see what it looks like right now. Okay. Yeah, it's looking right. I think it'll look a little more plant pot shaped once I stuff it after putting the dirt. So you make the dirt like a circle, and then you put it on top and stitch it in after you put stuffing in. So it's a bit of a firmer, it's not a hollow pot. And then you attach the vines to the dirt. I put in my stitch marker. Okay. This one's back loops only. Moving right along. Making some pretty decent progress time here. I need a drink though. All right, this is back loops only. That's also the reason why I write down what row I'm on, because I will forget if this is a back loop only row or a full single crochet row, and reverting back to my little notebook over here with the rows is helpful. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, do the ropes for the hanging, the ropes for the hanging part of the pot are the same colors as the pot itself. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. Oh, the soil is not a flat circle. It is a ball. A 19 round ball. That's interesting. Hmm. And do I have to do the ball before I do the hanging ropes? Does it? It doesn't look like it. Okay. So I think I can do the hanging ropes next and not have to worry about me screwing up the world. Because what I really don't want to do is get up from this comfy chair and go find brown yarn right now. Okay. And at some point, I need to get back to my granny squares because I've got about a dozen of them done that I need to put into a row. So maybe I'll do that one stream. But I'm really into this Monstera plant idea at the minute. So I'm just going to go with it because my brain says good. Yeah, so I'm hoping that on Thursday I might have time to do another lunchtime quick crochet with the no talking. I don't, I'm thinking I won't have time tomorrow because I've got another day of MCAS tomorrow, and that usually goes through my lunch. And then when I do have my lunch, I am taking the kids that haven't like finished before the rest of their class. So I don't do video recording with kids in the room. So it'd have to be a lunch that I'm by myself. And I don't think that'll be until Thursday the soonest. And even Thursday might not work out because I have to do the kids that are absent yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. I have to do makeups with them. So I'm hoping I get some time this week to do that. All right. 3 more stitches of the back loops. Ooh, that's a very splitty one. 2. That's a really tight one. 3. Okay. That's the problem with Red Heart Super Saver. Sometimes it gets really splitty. All right, row 22 done. I want to double check that I am ending on a back loop only row. Come back pattern. What do you mean what I've said? Okay. So I end in an odd numbered row. So I should be ending on a full. I'm not. Maybe I'll do an extra round. Let's see. Normally 24 is in. Oh no, I should end on back loops only. I should end on back loops only, and I was right. Whew! All right, so I'm on regular roll single crochet round. So this round, and then one back loop only round, and then I'm done with the pot part. We'll have to go dig out some brown yarn at some point, though. I have a giant orange tub about 5 feet away from me where I have like tons of yarn. Most of it is from people giving away their yarn on those freebie sites on Facebook. One lady gave me like 3 garbage bags full of yarn. Now, I probably had to throw away about a full garbage bag's worth of it because the yarn looked about 30 years old and it was musty, like more musty than anything else in that bucket. And it had a really weird texture. A lot of it was wool. So I didn't, wool that was not nice wool. Like, I wouldn't have thrown out nice wool yarn. This was like gross. It just felt weird. Well, I'm just thinking about it. It's like squidgy yarn. But the upside to that is I got a lot of just Red Heart Super Saver, and I got a lot of just standard Bernat stuff. I got a couple of novelty yarns that I probably won't use, but I'm not going to throw away as of yet. Oh, that breeze feels so nice. Boop, 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 boop. I hear my doggy coming. I wonder why she's coming over here. I'm out of shot again. All right, closing in on this 23rd round. One more stitch. Okay, and last round for the pot. Back loops only. Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Did you guys catch that? Oh, knuckles is starting to hurt. Well, not my knuckles, but my fingers. I think when I get excited about what I'm crocheting, I really grip the tools too hard. Because this is, oh, that got splitty. Let's go back. Because this is my last row in this, I'm getting overly excited. Why is this last row getting so splitty? Almost there. I can see the end. Beep, beep, beep. Caught that one that time. I should probably edit all this and call it How Not to Be a crochet streamer on Twitch. Three more to go. Why is that so weird looking? Two more to go. Yes! It's done. It's done. Let me tie it off. Slip stitch in the next one and tie it off. Okay, Birch, I can hear you. Now the question is, where are my snips? Where are my snips? Where? Oh, there they are. There you go. Goodness, she is being noisy. Okay. We'll do one more outside knot. Is done. The plant pot is done. So it definitely has a lip at the bottom. And I'm thinking when I stuff it, it'll have less of a hourglass kind of shape. But it's done. So the choice is, I think I'm going to work on the hanging parts next. All right, let's pull that part of the pattern up. Hanging ropes. Oh, I wasn't supposed to cut it off. Whoops. Finish round 24 with one slip stitch in the next stitch. Make a chain 30. Place a marker. Make another chain 30. Slips and one slip stitch at the marker. And make another chain 30. Count 16 stitches from the first hanging rope and make a slip stitch into the edge of the pot. What? So am I doing one giant rope in 3 sections? Yes, I am. I get it. Okay. So let's yarn on again. Move this down a little bit. Okay. Probably should have read the directions before I cut the rope, cut the yarn, but I was too overly excited. Okay, so I'm going to figure out where I was, slip stitch back onto it. Okay, we're back on. Chain 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Thank you for sticking with me through that ambulance and fire trucks going through past my house. All right, so I've done chain 30, and then now I need to place a marker where I am. And then I do another chain 30, and I slip stitch at the marker point. Okay, so let's do another chain 30. Get you guys all lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, lost it. Lucky 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, and I lost it again. 28, 29, and 30. Okay. Now make another 30, slip stitch at the marker. Okay, so slip stitch here. All right, let's do this the right way so I can see what I'm doing. Slip stitch at the marker. So here's my marker. Slip stitch here. Please don't be splitty. Please don't be splitty. Thank you. Okay. And then make another chain 30. Okay, so my third chain 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Gotcha. Okay. Count 16 stitches from the first hanging rope and make a slip stitch at the edge of the pot. What? Photo 16. Oh, on the opposite end. Okay, this is getting confusing. 16 stitches from here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Slip stitch here. That's 16. So let's slip stitch in here. Come on. Why aren't you behaving? There we go. Slip stitch in there. Gotcha. Okay. Leave a long yarn tail and cut. Okay. Oh, there we go. And we've got shut secured on. Leave a long tail and cut. Okay. We have a long tail. Okay. Now what? Count another 16 from the second hanging rope. Okay. Place a new yarn. So I'm going another 16. Place a new yarn and make chain 30, one slip stitch into the marker. What marker? This marker? This marker. Okay, that one. Okay, let's get this set up first. Count the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going right here. Birch, you are too loud. And I'm doing another chain 30. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bert, you coming to see me? Come on over. Birch is coming to hang out. Oh, what do you think, Birch? You can come hang out with me? Talk to my peoples? Hey there, baby birdie. Can we do birdie kiss? Can we do a birdie kiss? What are you doing? Maybe I'll take you out in a little bit, but right now the doggies are awake, so you have to stay in there. Right, what was my chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, another 20 to go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Slip stitch it into here with the other ones. Hi. Hey there, baby birdie. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, birdie kiss. Good birdie. I'll let you come out in a little bit. All right, we got to slip stitch it into this same spot again. Oh, I'm getting all goofed up. Right. Oh, that's too loud, girlfriend. This ain't gonna work, Bert. You can't be doing that. Bye, Birch. Oh my gosh. Get back in shot. And also, why is this so hard to do? Why is this being a struggle for me right now? There we go. Okay. Another long tail for wrapping and cut. All right. Okay. What? All right. So I get it now. Look at that. It is a bit twisted. And that's my own fault because I didn't line them up correctly. Oh, that's really cute. Okay, so what do I do next? Join the 3 ropes and wrap the join. Okay, so where they all joined together, I'm wrapping with one of those tails, both tails, one tail, one tail. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up these 3, right? Is that what it wants me to do? Yeah, I'm wrapping them right there. All right, what's the easiest way to do this? Just like this? She is noisy. She is very noisy. Okay. I think I've wrapped it enough. All right, and then what does it say? Feed it back inside and go over twice with the yarn needle. Okay, so I'm going to need a needle to fish it through. Where's my needle? Here we go. So my trusty plastic darning needle, like one of those, Generico ones. Okay, so let's try to fish this through. There we go. So it's going to go through here twice. Oop, I did it. I need my tail though. There's one end. Let's do it again. Probably should have used a smaller eyed darning needle for this one, but hey. Okay. Go over twice with the yarn needle. Yep. And that's it. I gotta leave it like this, I guess. Feels weird. There's not a knot. It's just pressure. So I think I'm going to go in one more time, but do a knot. Definitely should have used a smaller eye. Oh, hi, Birch. You coming? She's out. She is out. Wanted to make sure all the doors were closed. Okay. What is going on? Just made a mess, didn't I? I just made a mess. Okay. I'm guessing that pressure fit's all I'm going to get. Let's grab it from right here and make a little knot. Oh, don't be splitty. This is not the time to be splitty. That's better. I feel more secure now. All right. That can go. Look at this. Like a little... Hey, Birch, come see me. You come see me? I need to get you like a little perch to go right here. Look at that. All right. What am I doing with these ends? I guess I got to weave them in. I guess I got to weave them in. Do I weave them in now? I might as well weave them in now while I'm in this headspace. Oh, you're getting splitty. You're getting splitty. I'll do a couple of back and forths, and then I will cut off that tail. Actually, I'm not going to cut these tails because I'm going to shove them into the dirt part. There we go. Cut that one a little shorter. You can go away. I like it. It looks kind of cute. Look at that. I should take a picture of it. Let's take a picture of it. You guys too. Okay. What's next? Let's open that pattern back up. So the soil I'm going to hold off on because I need to go dig out some brown. I think I can put away this buff color for now. I'll leave it in my work in progress basket, but right now we're going to talk about the green. Okay. I'm going to put you right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Let's get back to what we were doing. Okay. Pattern. Oh, this like it's going to be complex. Okay. With green yarn and a hook size 3 mils. So I've got this. I don't know what it is. It feels like Red Heart Super Saver or a Bernat maybe, but it's just a regular old 4-weight worsted. I think I'm going to attempt a little bit. Yeah, let's try it. All right, I need to shrink down this pattern so I can see your beautiful faces. Oh, where did you go, pattern? That's not what I wanted. Okay, chain 5. Chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you guys hear my dog? She's very upset right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here because my dog is getting very upset for being in there. She can hear me talking, so I'm going to go spend some time with her. So I'm going to wrap up our stream for tonight. We did a whole hour and a half. That's pretty decent. So maybe we can stream again tomorrow night or Thursday night. We'll figure it out. Either way, if you're on my Twitter or in one of the Discords I belong to, I'll post on there when I start. Otherwise, if you can give me a follow, you'll get to be aware when I'm streaming. I do appreciate the follows. I'm working up to 25. That's my next goal. I'm at 12, so little under halfway there. But have a good evening, and I'll see you guys next time.